All right. Welcome to Tiny Talk number 5, live here at the Beehive Studio. My name is Carlos. You know me. Over here, I am with the very special lead singer of the band Dogs Can Talk, Travis Bruce. Pyong,
Hello,
pyong, pyong.
hello, everyone. Thank you for having me. Good
Thank
sir.
you.
I'm super excited to be here.
We're sitting here on a Sunday. We're going to talk about a lot of things,
Mhm.
but we're going to celebrate your upcoming show on New Year's Day here.
Yeah.
We're going to celebrate your new EP, Merry Little Melt.
Yes.
As well as something that I'm hoping was going to kick off a new annual special kind of show here that you inspired. But we'll get into all that.
Yeah. I think something like cool silver lining is coming out of
Oh
the
yeah,
music.
beautiful.
You know?
Yeah, it's awesome. But yeah, I guess let's get into it. So
Hit me.
this one's actually going to be a pretty cool one for me because I don't know you all that well either.
I know.
I saw you once at the Love Mic.
Right.
I know your bass player Josh Stone pretty well.
Right.
Big fan.
He's super. He's so
Yeah.
talented in like every facet. It's like anything that like touches him in a musical or gear too. Like all. Of
Oh
that.
yeah.
He's so.
Yeah,
he's
I
a
understand.
brilliant
He's like
guy.
a sound person too. I've seen.
Yeah, he does
seen
AV.
his stories. I'm like, oh, look at that.
Yeah, AV like freelance in his daytime, highly respected in his field.
Wow.
Like big like conventions and stuff like that require his assistance.
He's your string bro.
Yeah, he is, man. I feel like that's how we first really like we were buddies through like a serendipitous event, which we'll get into later. But it was like I felt like I relearned a language and I found the perfect person to relearn it with.
Nice.
And we just figured it out together, dude. Spoke through music straight up.
Wow. So I guess that's probably a good place to start, maybe,
Yeah.
huh? So how did you two meet?
Dude, like no cliches intended. It is very fairy tale. It really
Okay.
is. Really is, bro. Yeah, so I work at nights. I've worked in restaurants for a little bit, nice ones though. Okay, nice restaurants. And so this table keeps coming in. They're a couple, cute couple, nice, funny. And one night they come in and it's a guy and a gal, and the guy has four other people with him, or like three. I can't even count it right now. And it was his band. I have played music since I was 15
All right.
and have been writing songs in my room forever. But at that time, like when I met him, I hadn't been. I hadn't been for 2 years. I was going through personal stuff, like call it depression. We'll get into that, whatever, what have you. Okay. And so he's like, this is my band. And I just knee jerk reaction. He's
Yeah.
just like, I play music too. I know how to write. Yada, yada. And he's like, well, come try out for this new project I'm doing. I'm so nervous. I'm freaking out. Like, I haven't really played guitar in so long. And I go home and pick it up and it's out of tune. And I sound like just poop, and
You can say shit on YouTube. I
well,
think.
okay, shit. I go and hang out with him and this guy in like North Dallas, and we play a couple, and it was like oldies, like a lot of like Bill Withers covers.
Oh,
Like,
nice.
right, it was cool music, but
Nice.
I'm a writer. Like that's always been my thing, and definitely in that like rock, like alternative indie, like kind of dirty, And so this was very not dirty. This was
Yeah.
very clean and. Needless to say, I didn't work out. I didn't work out. This guy kindly was like, "Look, man, it's cool, but I think this isn't gonna be it." And I was devastated. And what had happened is meeting Josh and picking up that guitar and having that drive and that hunger to like get back on the horse. I wrote a song, kind of unbeknownst to me. I showed it to him. He was kind of into it later on, like 6 months down the road. He
Okay.
was more honest, and he was like, "I was really into it." You know what I mean? But he like didn't really like.
He was playing it cool.
Yeah, he didn't really like lead with it. And it just kind of started there, man. Like he kicked me out of that band, and I would go to his apartment, and I'd be like, "I wrote this one," and
Josh kicked you out of the band.
yeah, kind of. Yeah, of it, but it was like his side project at the time,
Interesting.
which isn't really a thing right now. It never really like
Yeah.
came to fruition. But
But
Dri-
you wanna
plugging
think
in
that-
Driveway Dive though, which is his band
Uh-huh.
that he plays like good jubillion shows like all
Yeah.
over Dallas, like outside of Dallas. Brilliant musicians, Gabe, Sebastian, yeah, everybody, dude. So moving along, let me rewind. So yeah, we start writing songs, and one day he picks up a bass. He doesn't really play bass, and he's like, "I'm just gonna lay down this bass part." I just kind of hear it in my head. That song is Ask Alice.
Oh
Okay,
wow.
this is like circa like July 2023. So this has been some time.
I wish I can play music in the background.
Yeah.
I learned my lesson though. I did that on the second Tiny
Look it
Talk,
up on Spotify.
and freaking YouTube like blocked out the entire interview because of
No.
copyright and this
Yeah,
and that. You know,
They don't play around with that stuff.
even
bro.
if it's your
Yeah.
own music.
It's like FBI level. Like
No,
they're on
you
it.
know what was funny was that the other ones I got flagged saying, "Hey, in some territories, maybe not." This one got totally blocked by SME, Sony Music Entertainment,
Huh.
because in that one we had a whole segment. We were talking about the whole Michael Jackson Sony feud, so I think that's really why they actually blacked it out.
Well, because they probably have like like bots that can like listen.
Yeah, and
set
they're talking some
light
major stuff about
speed to,
Sony.
like all the videos. I am a conspiracy
Yeah.
theorist.
Same.
And
So
Yeah.
that song. Yeah, sorry.
yeah, no,
I was
you're good, dude. We're gonna
getting us
tangent.
back on
We're
track,
gonna
yeah.
tangent. Yeah, and so that was it. And it was like Ask Alice. And when you this is like super
Ask
like
Gallus.
musician nerdy stuff, but like when I wrote the song without his bass part, it had like a really bright, happy tonality to it. It was very upbeat, very major scales and stuff. And then this riff on the bass that he laid down that goes with the ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, like it gave it this dark undertone, and that went perfectly with the lyrics, with the vibe. And yeah, we just from there kind of figured out how our string work complements each other, and it was always pretty organic. It was like one or the other would lead
Yeah.
with one.
Go on Dogs Can Talk's Instagram. I'm gonna put it right there.
Yeah.
At dogs.can.talk. They have
It's-
some videos on there. Of
Lately
the String Bros doing
yeah,
their thing. It's
lately,
freaking awesome.
lately I've been trying to like mix up the content. Like it's like the release of Melt is upcoming, so honestly I should be focusing like all on that. But I don't know, man. I feel like it's important to like some of the stuff I've shared in those little cute videos. Like,
Yeah.
it's important. I care about this stuff. But to me, this is a lot more than making catchy songs. A lot more than that, dude.
Yeah.
Like on a very profound level. I like catchy music, but I like listening to a song and finding something out of it,
Yeah.
like maybe not all the time, but like certainly I can, though.
Yeah.
Like when I was growing up, like the music I listened to, like I would just soak it up, I listen to it over and over and over and over again, and like follow all the words and like break down all the lyrics and like isolate the guitar parts and the drum parts and just drink it up. So
This is when you were younger.
yeah, just growing up, and now that's how I listen to music now. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's like, and that's how I view it. I write it for the person who's gonna hear it. The best advice I ever got on writing music, I was lucky. I got it super young, dude. Like super young. I was 16. I was in high school, and I'm like obsessed with this song.
So the music came first and then writing,
uh,
or vice versa.
I think around the same time.
Nice.
When there were like pivotal moments that really birthed my love for making music.
All right, good. This is a perfect segue to my favorite question that I ask every artist.
Yeah.
I always ask them what was the Big Bang and like what set it all off.
Oh no,
you
it
know?
was super funny. So I was like not the best kid, like young teen, like preteen.
Like behaved.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of acted out a lot, and was just bored in school, and like I wanted to be like the class clown, and that always got me in trouble. And so in 5th grade, we're in some auditorium thing, and this guy is on the stage, and like I'm not even listening to what he's saying. He's just like, and then he
I've
goes,
been there.
he goes, out of class 2 hours a week, or 2 hours a day, 3 days a week.
Yep, magic
That's-
word.
And I was like, yo, what is he talking about? And so I went in, and I remember it was like Harry Potter, dude. It was like when, I don't know how, like when he walks into like Hogwarts, and there's like, the brooms for the first time.
Did you have
like,
to run through a wall and like
and I
magically go through?
wish, bro. I might as well. That was later. That would come later.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I walk into this room, and there's 4 instruments, and there's like a violin, a viola, a cello, and a stand-up bass. And I felt like Ash Ketchum in the first episode of Pokemon, and it was like the 3 like OG Pokemon, and I picked cello immediately.
Yeah.
I was like, you look kind of like a guitar, so
Just really big.
We're gonna go with you. And I mean, it was immediate, bro. It's from the
Wow.
first pluck of the string. I was like,
So cello was your first instrument.
yeah,
Wow.
it was cool because
Interesting.
yeah, right, yeah, like and I learned like music, like like classical terms of crescendo, decrescendo,
Try
crescendo. Sorry, guys. Crescendo, decrescendo. It's like I can't even remember all of it, but it was learning it in like the traditional.
Learning the language.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
traditional sense, like how to count. You know what I mean? Like eighth notes, quarter notes, 32nd notes. We didn't really experiment a lot with time signatures. I think in orchestra we did mainly like 4/4 and 3/4, like waltzes. You
Right.
know. And that was along the time where I discovered Fall Out Boy, and I discovered Panic at the Disco, and I discovered My Chemical Romance, and The Used, and like all these like angry bands that were very wordy though.
Right.
Their lyrics were
They
super.
told stories. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
you would listen to these songs, and I would just like close my eyes and listen to like, you know, like, The Used, like, it's 4 o'clock in the fucking morning. Like the taste of ink is getting old. Like just all these different songs and these snippets. And so it was just this perfect storm, to where at 12 I start playing the cello, and probably by like 15 I had moved to New Orleans. I'm so bad with mics. I'm so sorry. I had moved to New Orleans, and the orchestra program there sucked. It just fell apart, and so I picked up a guitar. And then
Electric or acoustic?
Acoustic. And
Alright.
it was a nightmare. It was like my stepdad's, and the action on it was like the Appalachian Mountains. Like it just like shredded my fingers, dude. And it was never in tune. And you'll have to ask Josh. He rips on me because of how hard I press with my fingers playing guitar. Like when I'm playing.
I'm the same exact way.
When I'm
Wow,
playing
yeah.
chords, because when you learn like classically, you're supposed to use the least pressure possible, because that like will not bend the string or
Wow.
like cause the note to buzz. And so he'll make fun of me about how guitars will go out of tune, or I'll pop a string, and that was because the first guitar I learned on was like playing on sandpaper.
Yeah. Well, no, it's funny because now you just explained to me my childhood trying to learn the guitar too.
Really?
Because like I played on some crap guitar.
Yeah.
I didn't know what good strings were or whatever.
Same.
But I was like, how does anyone play this thing? Because like my fingers were getting torn. I was like,
Right.
what the hell? I was like, I'm like bleeding. What is
Right.
this? But then now I have calluses, where I can
calluses,
go
yeah.
up and down. But I'm the same way still now. I'm like, I'll notice myself. I'm like, God damn, my hand's getting tired. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, because you're like,
clenching.
you're clenching onto the guitar for dear life. Like,
Yeah, no. Like I've been playing for 15 years, and the like non-clench era of me has been like a year in, you know. So it's big things. Big things are happening. And yeah, and so yeah, man. And then around that exact same time, I was in a 9th grade English class, and I had this teacher that we all swear was in the mob, because I'm in New Orleans, and he's like Mr. Caligna, you know, and he looked like he was friends with De Niro,
Right.
and like, you know,
Hey, get outta
he's
here.
straight up, dude. He was scary, dude. He was scary, man.
You
Like,
looking at me?
but he was passionate about poetry, and he was passionate about prose, and he was passionate.
I would love to see soone doing poetry with that accent.
It was great. No, he'd be like, I can't. I'm not even gonna.
Hickory
I'm
dock.
not even. I come around with my Glock. Yeah, but yeah, he was really cool, and he saw something in me, man. Because by 15, I was really not happy. Like I was the teenage burnout in your school. I was
Yeah.
already like smoking weed. I was already like just pissed, you know. And I would write, dude, and it just made sense. Rhyming made sense, and the way rhyming made sense, like in alliteration and figurative language and like Easter eggs and entendres. Like it was like
that's awesome.
I looked, and
I
I'm
love that
not
kinda
trying to sound crazy here, people. I'm not trying to sound crazy, but like I don't know, man. Sometimes I just look at words and they just do different things in my head. Like, and I mean, even compulsively when I'm at work or when I'm at home, I will say like a pun, and the pun, it's like this compulsive need to like alliterate or like entendre. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
and it comes out good in the writing, and that's where it started. Huge shout outs to the Arctic Monkey or Arctic Monkeys. They don't have the in front of it, but Alex Turner, the way he writes, a lot of his lyrics really have that same kind of like cadence to what would inspire me to eventually write. Like Arabella is on the album AM. Oh gosh, I'm gonna choke on this, but Yeah. Anyways, I'll try to find a different lyric later, but just the way he wrote was like really influential for me.
Yeah.
And we can like reference some songs like From the Ritz to the Rebel, When the Sun Goes Down, Brian Storm, like Favorite Worst Nightmare by them was huge for me. So anyways, man, and then I had kind of figured out my style.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's what I was going to ask. When you first started writing, was there a certain kind of theme, or was it just kind of just like storytelling?
No, it was kind of this like stream of conscious ramble. Like I remember one of my first songs was called Envy. My friends liked it. It had like this like 4-chord like box progression, but it was like I don't envy the emptiness inside your open broken chest, and it had
Nice. Yeah.
and that was like how I kind of. There was another cute song called Peachy about a ex in New Orleans, and it's like if you're all right, then I'm peachy. If you're all right, then I'm peachy. If you're all dude, I'm already messing that one up. Whatever, I'm joking. Sorry, but yeah, but I'll try to reference more of them. But I love writing lyrics. I think
happens when you're live, you know.
I know.
It's all right.
Who cares,
It's okay.
dude? Who
It's okay.
cares? I've written a lot of songs in my lifetime. But the perfect example, if you want a perfect example of how I write lyrics, listen to Burden of the Worm.
All right.
Like the verses of Burden of the Worm, they have a lot of alliteration and like the consonants. Burden of the worm, watch a world as it does you. Dirtier than deserve, disappoints the point of view. Process it, taking turns. Taste the corners where I chew. You get what I'm saying?
I love that. No,
yeah,
my beginnings in music. Not that I'm in music, but my first instrument that I played was drums.
Yeah.
And I was really good at accents.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically what you're doing with.
It is, dude. I play drums. Like I love rhythm,
that shit,
and that's what I've found is that singing and lyrics, like cadence of how lyrics, it's rhythm, dude. It's rhythm.
It's how it hits your heart, and you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So you started writing. So then, when would you start? So you were writing just kind of poetry stuff?
No,
it was all music.
It was all song. It was all lyrics. I kind of skipped the poem phase and like straight to lyrics, dude. Because that's what I mean. It was like the perfect storm. Like at 15, I'd had about like 3 years on an instrument and like 2 on guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And then dude.
So then writing was a kind of like the release that you kind of needed.
Yeah. For sure.
At like the right time, because if some
people
don't find that till they're.
I'm not gonna give the gory
43 like me, which I haven't even found yet. I don't think.
No, it since day one, it has been the ultimate therapeutic process for me. And what I've found is like, there's a lyric in Burden of the Worm at the end of verse 2 where it's like, "Babe, you know I burn, eat the hurt to keep this up." Right, and I like the imagery of like eat the hurt. You know, like let's say you got a bad
suck it up kind of thing, right?
Yeah, man. You know, but that's not healthy, right? I don't want to like broadcast that until like just because I do that sometimes does not mean that's the right thing to do. And so what I've found is like I might eat the hurt, but I like regurgitate it through a song. And sometimes it's even to like a subconscious level where let's say like I've had 2 weeks of just like something I've been dealing with. Maybe it's like a relationship thing. Maybe you're freaking out over money or the past or the future or whatnot, and you just like can't process it. So you maybe kind of shove it. And then later I'm like jamming. I got this cool new riff, and then I'll like hear like a melody in my head, and then I'll spit one lyric, and I'm like, I like the way that sounds. I like the way that sounds coming out of my mouth. And then so we'll bounce another lyric off that, and before I know it, I've got like 4 lines, and it's at that point that I kind of realize what I'm writing about. Okay, so it doesn't start out.
It kind of reveals itself.
It does.
Yeah.
It's always, and I trust it. Like you trust an old lawnmower you've had for 20 years. You're like, she'll work. I know she's good for it. You know what I mean? It's like so there will be times where, man, I won't write for like a month, and I don't really fight it or judge myself, but then I'll have these outbursts where I got 2 or 3 like really cool ones in like 2 or 3 days, you know, and I got them all cooking up at once. But yeah, sorry,
so
I'm a little
growing up, I guess we're talking like 17, 18-ish. It was just like solo.
Yeah, well, dude, there's a very important like part if we really want to get to know Travis Bruce.
Let's do it.
I was like wild, bro. Like the opposite of sober.
If you want, you
yeah,
know.
no, just the opposite of sober. Let's keep it to that
Sure.
simplicity. And guitar was part of it, and music was part of it. But I think certain aspects of my life kept me from like pursuing this in a semi-professional manner. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, dude. But what has remained a constant throughout all of this is writing, right? And that was almost like the weakness of me as a musician, is like that fear, or more than that, like lack of effort, because it requires a lot of effort to record, release music, play shows, try to keep a social media, try to
Just to write a song by
Yeah.
itself. I mean,
Yeah. Dude, ironically, that's like the easiest part for me.
Shit.
Yeah, I hate to
I
sound
bet
like
people
that.
there are something like,
I hate to sound
throwing
like that
stuff.
guy, but no, that's the easy part, dude. Like, just let me make my music, because that's
Wow.
what I'm saying, right? What is
Yeah.
the whole constant through this whole process is
Yeah.
writing. I've
Yeah.
got like 15 years experience writing songs, you know? A lot of them didn't come to fruition. A lot of them should have.
Have you ever written for anybody else?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What, and so
Is it a secret?
No,
Okay.
it's not. No, it's not. This is like a new development and like a new conversation I've had with myself, because forever I've been against that. It's like a selfish pride thing. It's like, you know, yeah. So, but I've aged out of that, and yeah, actually on the record, the third song, I say record, it's 4 songs, but record sounds cool. But the third song, Canon, I wrote the words to music that had been given to me, and I've never done that before, and it came out sick, dude.
Yeah.
It came out sick. And like for the first time ever, I was kind of given, I don't know if it was like a prompt, but I inferred like a loose prompt. Canon's cool. Canon's also a really big example of that stuff Mr. Calagna taught me. Specifically, like, because CANON refers to like literature, and like, I believe I could look it up right now, but something in that regard to like literature and writing and storytelling. And the opening line is, "In what world, what way is our novel reading?" You know, because if we're on the same page, that's worth repeating. You know, and
Wow.
it's powerful stuff, dude.
Yeah.
And then it will move into there's a great stanza about Edgar Allan, you know. Edgar Allan fanatics fill that audience, and then that echoes in verse 2, where it goes, "Shakespeare level dramatics thrill the audience." So you've got, it's cool, man. Canon's sick, dude. Like I said,
I love that. That's like my favorite kind of music, that where you have to listen to it a few times, and
Yeah.
every time you hear it, you hear something else, and
I
then realize
promise
something else
you,
about
I
it.
promise
you know?
you, Melt
Yeah.
will deliver in that regard.
Hell
It's
yeah.
got like so much re-listen like potential. I even think it's great because like the way track 4 ends and the way track 1 starts, like it is just
All right,
circle, baby.
we got to get there, because right now we're at like what, 1920.
Yeah, let's move it. Move
Still
it.
solo?
Let's skip it along. Yeah,
We're on the
I
way.
mean, there's a lot that we don't even need to talk about.
No,
like,
but just like I'm trying to see. So like, what's your first band, I guess?
yeah, so first band 2020, 2019, some homies we called ourselves Miss the Mark, which
Missed the like MISS.
yeah, like Miss the Mark, you know, which is ironic because like that band didn't go anywhere, you know. And
That's funny.
it is, dude. Yeah, and we got up to almost recording. We had some cool songs. We had an EP locked and loaded, ready to go, and our bassist moved. And then
Was COVID a factor in all this during that time?
it started. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like during the beginning. Well, we had been playing for like 9 months to 10 months probably, and then COVID happened. And I'll never forget that the first time we were practicing in a storage shed, mind you, that we had hung blankets on. And
oh wow, to make it sound.
it was punk, dude. Yeah, it was
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, it was sick. And yeah, I remember like texting the guys and being like, "Are you scared? Are you? I mean, you down? I'm down if you're down." You
Right,
know?
yeah.
'Cause the whole world's like, "Don't touch anyone," you know.
Right.
And so we go, and yeah, it just fizzled out. But recently, the other day, I had found an old track on my phone from that project, and I was like, "Yo,
Reunion?
fire!" I feel like more like restructure into
Okay,
a Dogs
okay.
Can Talk song.
Yeah.
But the chorus was really good. So I'm still friends with those guys. One of them I'm like really close friends with. Two of them I talk to, so, but they're like dads and busy and life's busy. So, but yeah. And then, like I said, yeah, like a lot of that other stuff. Basically, when that band broke up, okay, which I talked a little bit about this earlier, I was like, music. I am over this, you know, and
Do you want to talk about how it broke
it wasn't,
up, or-
no, dude, it wasn't even really that. And I mean, to cut to the meat of it, and let's get gut, because this is going to tie into Merry Little Melt. I'm bipolar, okay? Like, I have bipolar 1. I take medicine for it. I'm medicated. It's great. I think it helps writing songs in a weird way. We don't have to get into that, but around this time is when I started suffering weird symptoms that I did not really know what was going on. And I wasn't sleeping well, and I was like talking a lot, and I was kind of aggressive, and like I just didn't feel like myself. And like every day I was mad, bro. Like every single day I was so mad. And then, yeah, long story short, bro, like I went to a doctor and got that diagnosed, and that's never like an easy, clean process. You know what I'm saying? Like if anyone knows like anything about that. And so that led to, me taking a few years off from music, bro. So that's like that world, my world exploded in 2021. I'm talking like nuclear bomb, dude. Like in every aspect you could imagine. And then about a year and a half later, when I'm finally like leveling out, I'm like chilling, funny, mentally happy, not depressed, not manic, like productive, I meet Josh.
Wow.
It was like the perfect.
That's how you came back to music.
Was Josh. Yeah. You know?
Bro, I'm almost going to cry.
I mean, you should, dude. It's a powerful
That's
story.
Beautiful.
It
wow.
is. And so that's why I will forever.
Do you remember the day?
No. I will forever.
Let's make one up.
I'll forever be in debt to that man, dude.
Wow, that gave me so much chills.
Because he doesn't really know that. Like, I've told him that, but he doesn't really know that. Like, Josh was.
This is going to be the first time he's hearing this?
No, he knows that.
Okay,
I've told him. But I just feel like he doesn't. Like, how could you ever know? You know how many songs I've written since that shit? You know?
Yeah.
Like, you could never understand the profoundness of that statement, dude. Like, you saved my musical life.
He was like that little flower has started growing after the nuclear bomb.
And now we got
an
oak tree in that piece, bro. Like, what's up, dude?
There's a song right there.
Solid, right? Yeah, from a flower to oak tree, dude.
Oh, the freaking the String Bros album.
Yeah.
Oh man, it has to happen.
Yeah. Oh shit. We'll make it happen. We got time. So
that's so cool.
So yeah, it is, man, and that's why I'm really grateful for all of this.
And sorry, what year was that around when you met Josh?
23.
23.
So yeah, 21. The bipolar happens. Long story short, I had like a manic episode, which is like I left work and like
I think a lot of people have been there. Yeah.
Nutcase, dog, for like 2 weeks, and then medicine and some professionals, and now I love who I am.
Hey, good for you for seeking help and everything too.
I mean it. Well, no, shout out my family and like friends. Like they, true crazy people don't think they need help. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But anyways, dude. So
you're gonna tell me.
I mean, yeah, right. Still love it. And I meet Josh, and now we can kind of bring it back full circle.
Yeah.
In the final piece was percussion. We had a drummer, dear friend of mine, shout out Alex Bear Rodriguez. Been a friend of the Bear, dude, great guy, man, and has been friends since high school. Okay,
nice.
So and he knew me as a musician in high school, so he was like, "This is cool." Like, and it didn't work out for a couple different reasons.
Yeah.
We're still super tight. He has the prettiest son on earth. Like his son's name is Conan. It is so cute, dude. And Val Mir Hashro, Val, super plugged into the scene, plays in Children of Indigo, brilliant drummer, photographer, videographer, creative. Yeah. Like, dude, the guy does it all, man. Makes fire pizza.
I met him at the Love Mic, and he was like, asking me about, my stupid Canon. And I'm like, he's like, oh, that's pretty cool. I see his stuff, and I'm like, oh, yeah, this guy is serious. I was
huge,
like,
bro.
I was like, he's looking at me like, yeah, what are you doing over here? Get
One time
here.
he came...
Not really. He was super nice. I'm joking.
Val can be
he actually gave
Val
me some tips.
Be not nice, and he owns it. Dude,
no,
he
was super cool.
I'll never forget because I'm not savvy with like video gear, like gear in general. But Val came to rehearsal one time, where we were gonna I think we were doing a photo shoot on our own accord, and he brought this light that's still in the rehearsal spot. and you could land a plane with this thing. You could land a rocket with this thing. Like, he had it on 1% with like 2 lampshades over it, and I felt like I was in the room with the sun.
That's how you know he's good.
It was insane, dude. So yeah, and you know, I talked earlier about when I met Josh, and remember I went and jammed with that side project that did Bill Withers. Guess who the drummer was? Val.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Okay. So, and he was like, to me, he was like, dude, you suck, you know, because I like kind of been playing, and he was like, you suck, get out of here.
Really?
But yeah, it's all right. All love. He'll see this hopefully. But he had heard a tidbit of a song that I wrote, and that apparently kept him like somewhat interested, because it wouldn't be till like a year and a half later when he'd finally come jam. And then we wrote Burden of the Worm as a 3-piece, and we was locked in, bro. It was game over.
Nice.
We had our sauce. We knew what we wanted. We knew the soundtrack.
That was the first Dogs Can Talk?
Like, with Val.
With
like,
Val.
right. Yeah, unfortunately, like, I mean, not unfortunate, but the EP that's releasing, all of them, Val, like, is playing and, like, crafted and curated. But I feel like the one that, like, 3 out of the 4 songs we, like, taught to Val, and, like, Burden, he was there from the birth of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We have so many cool songs that are unreleased, bro. So, like, at least like 5 like certified bangers, but that Val wrote. You following?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
yeah.
like the new era of Dogs. Like, and we practice them.
Is Foam in
Yes,
that?
yes.
I fucking love that song.
Yeah, dude, Foam go hard as hell,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, Foam's sick, and then Float, which which I kind of talked about on the post with future plans. My next plan, people, okay, is to get a double-sided single out for Foam and Float. Just like a little 2-sider, you know, TBD, like when that comes out. But I think those songs on their own can hold some weight in the internet stratosphere.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? But yeah, so all ups to Val. I'm so grateful for him. Dude, he's so funny, and I love his creative engine. He's very, like, in the moment. He's like, okay, well, let's do that, you know?
And
like,
I can imagine his eye for, like, I bet your music videos. And
yeah. We got that in the works. That's very.
They're gonna be freaking amazing. Because I was gonna be like, oh, if you wanted to help, I was like, you don't. Yeah, it's part.
Yeah.
I'll carry his
yeah,
bags. You know?
but then
I would love to be a fly on the wall. Just
but
learn
think
from
about
him.
it like this, though. Think about it in this regard, which is something I had to come to terms to, because you meet a person who's like a videographer or cinematographer, and so you assume that they'll want to.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
That can be kind of a rude assumption, because it's like Val's relationship to me, we're friends and we're bandmates, right? So if Val was a barber and we're friends and bandmates, I wouldn't have this like assumption that he would cut my hair.
I get it.
But if you're like a videographer and you film, it's like you'll have this nuanced assumption that like, oh, he'll do band
Of course
content.
you want to do our band,
right? But it's
yeah.
like, dude, he might be tired, you
I
know?
get it,
Like, he might be here and have just enough energy to practice music, you
Yeah.
know? So that, like I said, I had to learn that. That was not, because when we first got all together, I'm like, oh my God, this is the perfect storm. He'll film everything and make everything. But we are definitely making moves. I talked to, actually yesterday, a team about a music video, because I want outside help. I want it to be legit, you know? So for the song Merry Little Melt.
And also a little company called OP Productions.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
spot in. I want to bring us all out. We got
Really, really appreciate it to let me be involved at all.
yeah, I got tons of ideas. It's gonna be a doozy. Once you hear the song, it'll make more sense. But
Speaking of videos, just some that popped into my head. I saw one that you did. I think it was at the White Rock at the Botanical Gardens.
yeah,
Dancing around.
yeah.
Was that while it was open, like in front of you?
Yeah,
Like this,
no,
out in
dude,
the
we were,
open?
and I want to do more stuff like that. It's just the guy.
Were they giving you crap? Like, hey, stop.
No,
it, or-
we asked.
Yeah. Oh,
we were
good,
super
good. Yeah,
polite.
permission, good,
Yeah,
good.
yeah. No, we go up there.
That's
and-
not punk.
Nah, I know. Yeah, shh. But I steady when I'm driving through the city. I'm like, that looks cool. That's trippy.
Yeah, that was
like
different.
That,
Yeah.
And so there's a couple of shots that I've planned. I found the coolest spot the other day, dude. That is in nature. And have you seen it?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
The original?
Yeah, all of. Well, the original is mainly yes. The original is
I've
what
seen
I'm.
the original.
Okay,
Yeah,
the best one.
a
yeah.
little bit of the newer one, but yeah.
You don't need to, dude. But where like Pennywise lives, like that huge manhole opening. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
There's like the marsh, and then there's like
You
the
found
big,
something like that?
yeah, dude, it's spooky dooky. Yeah. But not
You're
in
gonna
like
need to clear it out first, but
yeah,
make sure there's nobody.
No,
dangerous in there.
it's like I know, right? No, it's like this like. It's at a park, and it's like this huge like rock mountain thing that like goes down into a creek.
Is it nearby?
No.
Because there's one park.
It's in like Arlington, I think.
Oh, okay. No, yeah. There's one off of it's called Duck Creek.
I think I've been there. I've
Trail
heard of that.
Has some
Yeah.
spots like that.
Yeah. Oh, we talked about that. Yeah. But yeah. I definitely more content in 2026, like higher quality content, dude. Like, you know, like we can do the little cute reels and stuff of that nature, but I want to have like some high res, you know, 1040 million pixelated,
For
you
sure,
know.
yeah.
You can feel my face
Hell
on the
yeah.
screen. So, yeah.
So then, is this what album is this one for you guys?
This
like
is
like with this current
It's
configuration.
the debut, dude.
The
It's
first one.
Yeah, first one. I'm super proud of it. I think it gives you the perfect intro to kind of what we're getting after.
Damn it! Now I'm remembering why I wanted to get my stupid laptop on this feed, because I wanted to show the picture of the album cover.
Yeah,
'Cause
well,
I had questions. If you see the album cover to Merry Melt.
okay, hold on.
yeah.
I can help out in this endeavor.
Right? Yeah, we can just put it up right on the stupid screen, right?
Got you, dude. It is an
But
interesting
yeah,
picture.
it's pretty trippy.
It is.
Yeah, but I love how you mentioned that everything that you write has like many different meanings.
Exactly.
So I'm
And because I thought about the EP art is. Are y'all getting a good shot of that? Do you want me to
actually give it to me.
Yeah, you do it.
I think I can do it here better. I'm a little closer to my camera.
Everybody getting that? Loud and clear. I like this for a number of reasons.
I'm trying to straighten it out. This way. There we go.
So yeah, this was the last piece of the puzzle of the release. We had everything mastered. We're like, I picked January 1st as the release date before I even had this picture. So
Why is that?
because I just wanted the music out, dude. I'm tired of y'all
It's a good day.
It is,
Yeah.
you know, and it's post holidays, so you know, releasing during holidays is dumb. And but during the holidays, people are at home a lot, and when
Yeah.
people are at home, they're on their phones,
That's
and
right.
when they're on their phones, they're on Instagram. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
So the picture, yeah, let's talk about it. Okay, I went back and forth. Like, I didn't know if I was like a cool, edgy, like picture of us, like looking chaotic and crazy. I'm really glad I didn't go that route, and that's honestly would have been like a lot to pull off. I bought this picture from an independent artist that was made
okay.
by hand.
No way.
Yeah, he like digital art. But,
all right.
But like he made it. It's not some
Yeah.
AI BS. Like
Right.
this was made by a human, and it just spoke to me, dude. I think things like chairs and ladders are very easily identifiable objects.
Mhm.
Like a 2-year-old knows what a ladder and a chair is. Okay, so that sets you up for success because you immediately not necessarily have people's interest, but you have like their intrigue. Okay, and when you read it as it normally is with Merry Little Melt at the bottom, I feel like the photo has a lot of symbolism here, right?
Okay.
It feels like you're in a room alone, which I feel like is the first important. And this is all subjective, dude. Like
Hold it up. Let me see if I can zoom in a little.
art is all subjective.
Like towards your face. Like right up to your face.
My face.
There you go. Boom. There we
This
go.
is so uncomfortable.
They can see that.
My precious. So anyways, yeah, 2 chairs and the ladder. When you read it like normal, it looks like a person sitting alone in a room, and in front of them is a ladder. That could be deemed as like a task, something you need to get done, something you gotta face, you know, perhaps things that are difficult, something difficult. And then climbing up the ladder to the chair that's on the wall makes the brain immediately turn the photo. And that's why Dogs Can Talk is written on vertically like that. And when you look at it that way,
Haha, I'm just noticing that.
so when you look at it that way,
I just got higher.
yeah, when
Shoot.
you look at it that way,
Whoop, whoop. Hold
the-
on.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
It's gonna be hard. Let me.
No, no, you're
hold
good,
on.
you're good.
Well, no, I can lock my. Okay, cool. Can we see it?
That just tripped me out.
Okay, so when you see it normally, it's like a person alone in a room, like kind of has a tense vibe, dude. It's kind of tense. It's kind of tense. But when you turn it,
Yeah.
it's less tense. It's you can breathe in
There's
this.
like a light coming in like
yeah,
a window.
like
almost.
you thought this
like
was
sunlight.
you thought this was like a fluorescent light.
like in an office.
Exactly.
Like I'm trapped.
And exactly, dude.
That's so trippy, dude.
Exactly. That's the whole premise. Is
That's
that
so cool.
And then another thing that I think is important is it's like once you're in this chair, what is it that you see when you look back?
Or forward, you mean?
Well, forward, yeah, but you're also looking backwards because you're looking at like what you used to be
Oh
when you were
shit!
sitting
Yeah,
down.
you're looking.
So it's just like
That's like some Da Vinci
Yeah.
writing upside down or
right.
What?
So it just like it has endless and then
Hell yeah.
like which you guys will know soon. Get stoned, brother, like real stoned,
You don't gotta tell me that.
and listen to this album.
That was gonna happen anyway.
and just look at the picture, dude. Like I just feel like
No, that just like got me. Like I just felt like I just took another hit.
yeah, no, because I really do like the EP was already cool in my opinion, but this was just the perfect
Shout out to that artist. What's that artist's
cherry
name?
on top. I gotta find that real quick.
Oh man, that's
he was a
awesome.
cool Asian cat.
Freaking awesome.
He had a bunch of stuff. So yeah.
So
I'm re-
that kind of symbolizes what the album's about.
Kind of, dude, which is so funny, which what I was talking about with lyrics is it's like, I told you I would like write like a few lines and then like the meaning would reveal itself.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I feel like that picture somewhat did the same thing.
It did the same thing.
Yeah, like it was like the picture itself drew me in because of chairs and ladders.
Uh-huh.
Because everybody knows what a chair and a ladder is, you
Right.
know? And you're like, what the fuck? And then the longer you look at it, and then once they
I would have stumbled on that like way later and would
Yeah.
have been like, whoa.
yeah, and then once you turn it,
Yeah.
is when the magic happens, because then that's when it all, and you're like, dude, it's like the cover itself is like not alive. That sounds stupid, but like
It is kind
it's
of.
part of it.
Yeah.
The cover is intentionally. It's like the hidden fifth song is the cover.
Unbelievable that with that one chair or a couple chairs and ladders, it tells like you're
Right.
telling a whole. You're telling the story
Right.
of your life almost.
Right. It is though, and it
A little
really,
bit, you
it
know?
really is. Especially once you hear the song "Merry Little Melt," it perfectly lines up with that picture.
Yeah.
Because it's like that song is emotional for me, dude. Yeah, because that song, and people are like, "Last night was a movie, bro." Like that song is a movie.
Yeah.
It has a start, it has a middle, and it has an end, and it has a conflict and a conclusion and resolution.
Is it your Bohemian Rhapsody? That's like
yeah,
10 minutes
it's
long?
5.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 5
Nice.
minutes long, dude. Yeah.
Wow.
And that's what I mean. So the EP is only 4 songs, but in my opinion, and I'm not saying this to sound like a D-bag, like just the strength of Merry Little Melt alone as a track is
Yeah.
enough to like drive the 4-song EP.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and it's the final one.
It's
so
the final one.
it's
Awesome.
the closer
Yeah.
too. Yeah. So it just gives it like the freaking fuel to like be relevant.
Yeah.
Cause that's what we want, dude. Like I love writing songs, but like I want to play in other cities, bro.
Yeah.
I want to make 5 other albums. You know what I mean? Like, and so to do that, like, I need you guys to like it, man.
Yeah.
You know, which are like not
I'm gonna
like
give you a second to take a sip of your coffee.
Yeah.
Little shout out to the coffee joint.
mm.
Yes, we have coffee at the Be Hippie now.
They didn't write. It's fantastic, and they didn't
No.
write it on mine. They wrote it on Carlos's.
They didn't?
But, well, no.
Oh.
They wrote that you got an Americano, and
Yeah.
I also got an Americano
Yeah.
because
The
it's
Americano is it's the I like things just plain. This is black coffee.
yeah. I think-
What's some other things?
I got a touch cream.
Touch a little thing.
So yeah, I love playing guitar. I can't get over it. I can't wait for you to hear the riffs in Merry Little Melt, especially. That's one of the cooler guitar parts I've ever written.
That's my favorite part about guitar. I
Yeah.
love the guitar.
Yeah.
I wish I can play it better, but
Yeah.
yeah.
You can, dude. Just
Big
play
fan.
play
I'm getting there.
play
I'm getting
some
there.
every day, man.
Being
You know?
around all of you for this last couple
for
like year
sure.
or whatever,
I bet that
it's really
pushes you.
inspired me. Where I'm like,
Yeah.
man, I just gotta sit down and learn these scales already.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still like bad at scales sometimes, because like I said, I kind of alluded to this earlier, how much I leaned in on being a writer kind of became a weakness in some
Mhm.
other realms. So like if I go to jam with the homies. Usually I can keep up, but if they're like, if I like got on stage with a cover band and they're like, all right, B minor, starting on diggity beat.
I'd be like,
I'm like, oh shit, and I might lock in eventually, but like for sure, in the first few like seconds, I'm gonna sound bad, bro. Yeah, or I get really lucky, you know what I mean? But I mean, I can like. I'll look at like a player's hands, like on their fretboard. I'll be like, okay, but he's on fret 5, and so start from there.
Yeah, that's my problem is I don't have guitar hands.
Yeah,
if you can see at home, I have more like piano. I think player hands. I don't know, but like,
got long hands.
I can't exactly like bar chords. I'm like, nope. Yeah, go away.
Also, shout out Pinky. Okay, for any of you new guitar players, I'm serious. This is not a joke, dude. Spend time strengthening your pinky.
Oh yeah,
that's everything in guitar. Because I was grateful because of cello prior to guitar. A lot of a lot of pinky vibrato. Yeah,
can you still play cello?
Pinky was doing push-ups, bro. No, I could. I could play a cello in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
It probably wouldn't sound awesome. I could pluck. Actually, I'm gonna be confident here. I could pluck you some groovy stuff on a cello, but the bow, I maybe wouldn't get perfect.
That'd be cool to incorporate into your next one.
I will. I
awesome.
Absolutely will.
Yeah,
sweet. Yeah. We want to do more keys, and I'd love like some strings. I think Foam and Float are gonna come out with that whole like rocked out, punked out Dogs. But then afterwards, like, because like my favorite band's probably the Beatles, and so I envision that with Dogs Can Talk is to have that time to grow and experiment and get different and get weirder.
Yeah.
And we're getting better, like I'm getting better as a guitarist. I can tell. I just try to challenge myself in the aspect of like what riff I play while still singing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's a whole different instrument in and of itself.
Sure.
So really excited for down the road for you guys to hear all that new stuff. And at the show, dude, we'll be playing like Foam, Float. We'll probably play another track called Good Question. That's really groovy.
Hell yeah.
So yeah. Sorry, I feel like I'm talking too much.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Please. Look who you're talking to.
All right.
Speaking of the show, something really cool. You chose to release your album or the EP at the Tiny Stage, but literally on the Tiny Stage, right?
Yeah.
Like
6 p.m. it goes live. So
like we're literally going to be on the stage and we're going to press whatever button it is to make it go live. So we're going to have one more countdown for New Year's.
I know.
It's good. I don't know. I've never seen that done before.
New Dogs Day. Let's go.
But New Dogs Day. There we go. But something really cool though. When Travis and I spoke about this, and I was like, how freaking awesome that we're going to release it right on the stage.
Right.
And then it got me thinking about the story because we talked about the origin story of the Tiny Stage,
which is a beautiful story.
And people have, if you've been here and have known me for more than a week, you probably have heard it. So
right.
I won't get into it totally because we'll be here a lot longer.
Right.
But basically it started on the idea of it started on August 8th, 2024, which is known in the astrology world as Lionsgate. It's the Lionsgate portal. It opens up a portal of manifestation where it's when the sun rises in line with Sirius and the constellation Leo. And this is supposed to be a time when for personal manifestation and growth and this and that, right? So the owner here, Chris Fagan, we call him Johnny Appleweed.
Amazing name.
My job here for a few months before that was kind of doing events here, like movie nights, trivia nights, just to get people here because we had a really cool patio, right?
Yeah.
This stage was not there. This house was parked behind the actual store. And then on August 6th, he contacts me and my colleague. He's like, on August 8th is Lionsgate. I want a whole day festival, live music, food. Let's go.
Yeah.
Not like let's go or else, but he's like,
So this was the first time that music was played here, live music?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
We have had karaoke before.
Right.
Actually, no, I lie. The grand opening of the store, there was live music. We have to give her a shout out. Mia Potter. That was at the very, very grand opening, just as part of the grand opening.
Yeah, for sure.
This actually Hive was parked here for the grand opening, and she was like right in front of it over here playing. So that's technically the first live music.
Got it.
We had karaoke, as part of our events.
Yeah.
But actually, like booked live acts, especially local acts.
Yeah.
Was that thing. But he tells us August 6th. I never heard about Lionsgate. I didn't know what the hell it was, So I had to like do some research. I'm like, all right,
Right. I know that's super niche.
because I had to make a flyer, and
yeah. Oh.
for Chris, I can't just make any generic flyer. It has
Yeah.
to like you has to like you have to look at it and like
I want it to look cool.
every single time that you look at it, you're gonna find something different.
Yeah.
It means something this and means more.
Yeah.
Because I'm the same exact way.
Yeah.
Except for visual things. So I'm like, how do we find live music? Turns out that one of my friends knows Christian from the Creators Factory.
Love him.
Yeah, awesome dude.
Love that man.
Without him, this tiny stage would not. I don't think would have happened.
Really?
Maybe.
Dang.
I mean,
I didn't know he was involved like
who
that.
knows, right? But
Right.
probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a big reason because I didn't know where to get live music, so I just reached out to him and said,
Right.
hey, he met me once, and I was like, hey, we have a show. We might be able to pay them. I don't know, but it's at least some exposure. We don't really
Right.
have a stage even. We had like two small speakers and a mic. Like
Yeah.
that was the stage.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
And it was my projector screen. Without the projector, it was just the frame with some twinkly lights.
Yeah.
That was our stage.
I mean,
Um,
that gets the job done.
it-
It
It was a vibe, as everybody said.
Yeah.
But we freaking pulled it off. And that day, Chris said, he's like, we're gonna manifest something.
Right.
I don't know what, but it's gonna have to do with music because music is the language of the universe. And
For sure. 1,000.
and
yeah.
if you talk to Chris for more than 5 minutes, he'll tell you all about it.
And this is Mr. Appleweed.
Mr.
Right?
Appleweed,
Okay,
yes,
right.
Mr. Johnny Appleweed.
Yes, sir. Just wanna make sure.
And honestly, at that time, I'm like, okay, I wasn't really into this astrology stuff or into that notion or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And he talks about how we're at the geographic center of Garland, on the 33rd parallel, like on a ley line and stuff. Like how this is a very special spot.
Interesting.
At first, I honestly didn't believe it.
Right.
But I've been here for a couple of years now, and just the things that happen in my life being around here, I really can't say that's not
Yeah.
true. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Honestly. And then after that day, he loved the live music. I said, we got to do this again. And in my background's in libraries, and a big part of it was doing programs.
Right. Oh, yeah. I
And-
remember you telling me that.
And
yeah.
I used to do open mics at libraries, which was kind of cool
That's
because
so cool.
they don't really go together. You wouldn't think, but
Yeah.
I made it work. So I was like, let me try an open mic. So I contacted the same artist, but they knew other artists and they knew other artists. So
Yeah.
we had a Friday and Saturday night open mic with like 3 featured artists because I was terrified about having open mic with no artist.
Right. Right.
So Mr. John Ambley came out, loved it. He said, this has to be a thing now.
Let's go.
So he comes out
That's
here
so beautiful.
with wood, his miter saw, his stepfather reconverts this beehive. We were talking earlier. Where we're standing is a tiny house. It's we call it the beehive. It was going to be a rolling dispensary to like take to farmers markets and whatnot.
Yeah.
It was actually the original store before the brick and mortar
Brick and
store.
mortar. Yeah.
And then once we got inspired by this, or Johnny Appleby got inspired to do music here, converted this into a studio. His stepfather was in audio for many years.
Yeah.
So he
No,
did
this setup's awesome.
he did all the
Like
wiring
what
and
y'all
everything
got
like
done
that.
here.
In like I think it was less than 10 days, this whole thing was built. The whole stage out there, everything,
Yeah.
and the cool marquee out there,
Yeah.
which
Yeah, that thing
is
is beautiful.
the fun little story with the marquee. I don't know if you can see with the logo. Oh, this way. On the bottom of the T
Yeah, the
is
wheel.
a little wheel. It's a funny story for those of you who don't know. We are at a hemp dispensary, so that means we live in the gray area of the law, right? And Mr. Johnny Appleweed wants to build a marquee. But of course, with everything in the cities, when you want to build something, you need a permit and permission from this and that, whatever.
So lame.
So he figures out, well, if it's on wheels, it's not technically a wall. So he just propped up some little wheels there, secured it really
You
well.
listening, City of Garland?
Right there. Yeah, well,
Chill out.
Don't-
JK,
don't-
JK. Yeah. We love
Turn
you.
away.
Thank you.
no, yeah, we do love you. But secured it really well. It survived some pretty big storms so far.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we have our marquee. So
yeah.
So this whole from that day, kind of long story short, is that from that day it literally was like a portal of manifestation because
Right.
all this came out of it. And now if you look at our polls out there,
Yeah.
well over 100 artists have been here.
Yeah.
They're all local,
I'm
except for one,
constantly
Eel Salad.
seeing- Yeah.
So what inspired me for New Year's Day was I wanted to, because I've been having fun doing all day festivals.
Right.
Like for 420,
Yeah.
I've done a couple other ones. So for that New Year's Day, I was like, well, people are off.
Yeah,
and
my
probably-
whole company that I work for, like I told you, I work in restaurants.
Yeah.
Like, dude, are off, and I feel very confident that I'll be able to get a horde of them to
Right.
come.
And people are probably recovering from the night before
For
or
sure.
whatever. So they're probably gonna go out because
Yeah.
and trying to look for what's open or whatever.
Right.
So I wanted to have a whole day music festival here,
Yeah.
and I want to call it the Tiny New Thing Session
Yeah.
in honor of what you are coming here to do to kind of release your album. But
Yeah.
and it's almost a little experiment for me too, to see if we are really like in this special spot in
The community.
the earth. No, because
Yeah.
we're on a ley line.
Oh
and
yeah,
everything, right?
yeah,
That,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
And if we are kind of a portal of
Right.
sorts or whatever, or this can happen here.
I'm into it, man.
So the idea is that if you're a new an artist with some new stuff coming out, either it has recently come out or it's coming out later on, come out here and celebrate it as a sort of good luck for the new year.
Right.
And let's see what happens.
Right. Please, everyone come
yeah.
out.
Already there's some pretty big names. There's rumors that Remy Riley is going to be there.
Sheesh, love her.
Sarah Hanks, J.M. Solis, Casual Thomas.
Yeah.
I'm asking Blue Line actually right here live because I've been meaning to ask you, but
What's
you guys have
up,
been busy.
guys? Yeah,
Blue Line,
they're popular.
You've been
man.
releasing a lot of stuff. Come
Yeah.
out here and celebrate with us New Year's Day.
Those are the homies. Hope y'all are having a
Those,
great
those
day.
are my homies too, and they're also Garland natives too.
No, I
Yeah.
think I knew
That's
that.
why it's
yeah.
called the Blue
Hey,
Line.
bro, I'm Mesquite native, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I'm from
Hey.
this side of the city, bro.
Paisans.
East side, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, east side.
That's why their band's called Blue Line.
Yeah,
Did you
no,
know
I
that?
remember.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Dart Line. Yeah.
Yeah, from here to Dallas. Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully, yeah. So
Mad
it's going to
talented
be
guys.
really, really awesome. And I'm sorry if I'm forgetting other people. I'm just kind of rambling.
No, yeah, you're good.
But yeah, so that's going to start at 11 o'clock
Yeah.
until the music ends.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, so if this goes the way I see fit, like, we're hanging, people are playing, we're eating, smoking, chilling.
Yep.
And then the EP hits streaming services at 6 p.m. So I was thinking we could kind of like,
You'll be on stage.
yeah, either that, like, yeah, we'll be on stage, or I think it'd be cool to do like a listening party potentially, like, or just we'll get the fine details on that. I want you guys to hear it as a collective. I think would be cool
right.
to share that
Let me
moment.
throw this out though.
What's up?
We set
Maybe
you up
not.
at like 5:30, right?
Yeah.
So like at 6, you literally press the button and
Yeah.
then you play the first song. Boom,
Yeah.
right there, and then we listen to the rest of it.
Yeah, that's maybe the better idea. Maybe
You
we'll
know?
like play this set before and then listen to it after. I don't know. We got time. We'll
I'm
lock
saying
that
like
in.
you press the button, right?
Yeah.
It's live right now.
Yeah, but I'm not
and
gonna
then
wait. I'm
bang.
not gonna play along to it. I want you guys to hear the record.
No.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how it works, right?
Yeah.
So when you release something to go streaming,
Yeah.
I'm assuming in my head there's like some kind of button where you go, all right, go live, boop, and then now it's like streaming.
No.
It's not
no,
like that?
No. You have to post it weeks prior
Oh.
through DistroKid. Yeah.
an idiot,
Shout out
okay.
Red. No, you're good, bro. I just now started learning this shit. Hell no. It'd be way easier. Well, yeah, 'cause you
That's
put,
my stupid novice head, you know.
Stop, dude. Be nice to yourself. You put it through, like, there's other services. I use DistroKid, and it is like the thing that will like send it through the universe to like all the services.
Okay, so basically, like at 6, we just know it's live.
It's on. Yeah.
Okay,
And
so-
honestly, it might drop before, 'cause I know I had it set to like our time zone, which should be 6. But I remember when Alice came out, I had it scheduled and it was like out before I had scheduled it by like a few hours or some shit.
Yeah.
So I don't think
whatever. For us, it's 6 o'clock.
Yeah, but it's 6. Like, it's ready to jam.
So that's what we do. We go 3, 2, 1, 6 o'clock. Boom.
Boom.
Then you play your set right
yeah,
there.
baby.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be sick.
It's gonna be beautiful. We're gonna get tons of people.
Yeah. Do you guys have shirt designs?
I do.
Because we can have some available possibly.
Yeah, no, I have a
'Cause
guy.
here at
that's-
the Be Hippie, we have a shirt press.
yeah, that's cool. I do. No, the shirt. I'm gonna do the fucking EP logo, bro.
Hell yeah.
Imagine that, like, hanging in someone's apartment, like, as a piece of art. You know, with
Yeah.
the chairs
Oh
and the
my
ladder.
God, yeah.
That's cool. So that's my whole idea.
It has to be on like a special frame that you can rotate.
Right,
to.
you know, but so like, say you're like at a bar, or you're at a restaurant,
yeah.
and you see that on a white tee, like maybe like that big, you know.
You're gonna have people just staring at your shirt
I
for
would
a
be
long
like,
ass time.
yeah, and then you're like, that's a cool shirt, bro, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, it's an album, dude. You know what I mean? It's,
It can't be a women's shirt though.
yeah. Why?
Because they're gonna be staring at the shirt like,
they'll-
what are you looking at? It's like
They'll
it's
be
your
all
shirt.
right.
It's
no,
a cool design.
everybody gets a shirt. Women, children. We're gonna make dog sweaters. It'll be
Just
great,
like put it
dude.
somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, right. On the back only.
Yeah, there you
back
go, on the
only,
back.
back only, back only. But yeah, that's the idea. Drop that in like probably white and black, and then I'm trying to. Yeah, dude. My entire life my entire life I've gotten things done like down to the wire type guy. You know
I'm the
what I mean?
same, man.
You
We're
know
the
what I
same
mean?
person.
Yeah,
I'm telling
dude,
you.
You know, so
But that's just up. See, I'm come to learn that's just my process.
yeah,
Because if I do it earlier,
yeah,
I'm gonna redo it so many freaking times. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get right back to the same spot where I'm gonna be rushing it.
Yeah.
Anyway. So might as well just freaking.
yeah.
let it
Like I
happen.
said, trust how you make things.
Yes, the way you were talking about with
Yeah.
with writing and things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trust it.
Yeah.
You know, trust it. But yeah, what were we talking
Wow,
about?
look at us, man. This is the first thing at the Tiny Stage that has started on time and might end right on time because we were shooting for 2 hours and we're
Yeah.
like right at 2 hours now.
No, are we really?
Pretty much. Well, it's 3:00 and we started pretty much at 2, right?
Yes, that's 1 hour. We're only an hour in.
Oh
Right?
shoot, my
Yeah.
I'm looking at the 59 thinking like, yeah, shoot.
Oh, we're good. It's been a great hour of talking. I mean,
I was just excited that we started on time for
I
once.
know, no, yeah. No, I'm chronically late to everything I do. I made a joke with him earlier about 3:08 is when work starts. Yeah. 3:00 is when,
That's right.
you're supposed to park. You know what I mean? That's park time. So, but yeah, other than that.
All right, cool. Let me ask you some fun questions.
All right,
then.
let's go. Let's get fun.
All right.
Lead the way.
I always ask this for guitar players. What was the first thing that you played that you realized maybe you can play this thing and kind of inspired to keep on practicing and or was it? Oh yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good, dude. Seven Nation Army.
Really?
Yeah. So learned that, and then learned Smoke on the Water, and then
Wow.
yeah, but just not the whole song, like just the like.
I guess it helped with your cello background.
Yeah,
though,
for
right?
sure.
Yeah.
No, I was, but yes and no. Like it's a lot different. Like now it's sideways. You have two new strings.
Mhm.
The strings on a cello are not tuned like they are on a guitar. I believe they're not. I can't remember. But yeah. So it was Seven Nation Army, and then Hey There Delilah by Plain White Tees. And it's weird, dude, 'cause like I learned cover songs to a certain extent, but once I got like comfy enough with a guitar to write, kind of stopped caring about learning covers and stopped learning covers. Like literally like maybe like a year into playing guitar. Like I learned a few, like I had like Someday by The Strokes, and then Shake Me Down by Cage the Elephant. That was a good track that I would do, but
Did you teach yourself?
yes.
How? Like YouTube and stuff?
No, just by myself in a room.
Like first chords or
Yeah. I mean, I knew like some people showed me a few power chords, and
but
then
it was just like kind of messing around and kind of
fuck,
figuring it
yeah,
out.
so
Wow.
it sounds good, man.
Nice.
And then I'm grateful for that too, because like when you talk about like chord shapes on a guitar, like I didn't know what they were supposed to be,
Mhm.
so I just made my own.
Oh wow.
And I was like, this sounds cool. Later on, I'd talk to Josh, and he'd be like, oh, yeah, that's like a diminished blah, 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 blah. You know what I
Right.
mean? But, and again, like the pinky, that is, cannot express how pivotal that is. Like Merry Little Melt's main riff is driven by a pinky.
Nice.
Yeah, it is. It's like 4th fret on the E, catches the 1st on G, and then 2nd on A. And yeah, I love guitar, man, and it just it took off pretty quick. But what I've always tried to push myself, like when I'm writing a song, like sometimes there's a song we have called Jester for Hire. Would love to get that recorded soon. It's so fun. And the guitar part that I play during the verse is way harder than it needs to be while singing, right? Like when I wrote it, I almost wrote a song that was too difficult for me to play,
Oh wow.
you know?
Yeah.
And so it would take me, it's like I can hear the rhythm of the guitar in my head and I know what I'm supposed to sing. And sometimes it's like I can make my brain go in like two different directions at the same time. Like part of it can hear the words while the other part can hear like the guitar like isolated, you know? And so I'm able to like
Wow.
make sure it's somewhat like a polyrhythm, I guess, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like I'm able to count both of them even though they might slightly be a little different. Not all the time, right? Like it's something I'm getting better at, but Jester for Hire is a great example of that because you've got this guitar part that's like bing 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 constantly moving all of the time,
Yeah.
time, while I'm singing a steady note. Right? So you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, it's got a
Yeah.
lot going on, bro. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's cool, dude. Jester rocks, dude.
And I can see it almost like a
Y-
Jester dancing
yeah,
around.
dude.
You know,
No,
like
so if you're curious, that song, shout out, a job that I had that I hated. This job, dude. By the end of it, like,
oh, it's about a job.
yeah, bro. Well, it's deeper than that, but like, it's but and the the chorus is pretty aggressive. It says, "Run, run, run as fast as you can with an empty can of gas in your hands. They're throwing wrenches in all the plans tonight." And so it's like,
Oh yeah.
dude, no, Jester.
That painted a whole picture.
Jester is like an anarchy anthem. You know, it's
Yeah.
like defeat your oppressor.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's got a ripping guitar solo. And we'll play it. We'll play it for you guys.
Yes.
We'll play it. I got you, dude. I'll shout it out. I'll be
Oh,
like, "This
hell
is Jester,
yes,
dude."
yes.
Yeah, it's my girlfriend's favorite song of ours too.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, you better be there on New Year's
I
Day.
got, dude.
Sure.
Yeah. No, she'll pull up too at some point, I'm sure.
All right, next one. If you could open for anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
Ooh. Damn. Dead or alive. Like, one of the first things that comes to mind is Nirvana.
Mm.
That would be cool. That's obviously like a clear inspiration. Or dude, open probably the Beatles.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, are
Yeah.
you kidding me? Like Primo, like like 7, like
But I say, what era?
late 60s. Yeah, late 60s, early 70s, like Revolver, Sergeant Pepper's, like Abbey Road.
Yeah.
I know it's cliche, dude. I just love Abbey Road so much, man.
Nah, shoot.
I love it.
It's inspiration for a lot of people.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the Beatles. I feel like that's a boring answer, but
Not at all. Shoot.
yeah. Yeah, I don't like that answer. I'm going to go with Nirvana.
All right.
Yeah,
Nirvana
We'd
wins.
have more fun.
Nirvana
Yeah,
wins.
Yeah, they're partying and doing drugs and
Yeah.
not being as douchey. I feel like
Mm.
John Lennon would suck to hang out with.
Mm.
So we'll go with Nirvana. We'll keep it easy.
And Ringo would be like, what is this?
Yeah, I feel like Ringo's
It's too
chill.
loud.
I feel like Ringo's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
he seems cool as an old man.
How plugged in are you in with the DFW music scene?
That's like a weakness of mine,
Yeah.
honestly. Yeah, like, well, so I work at nights, which I'm.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, it is what it is, bro. Some people do.
No, but I get it. It's kind of hard to. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm making moves to try and like get out of that, like
Yeah.
get into daytime work. But that's a total other story. But yeah, I mean, I've met plenty of people, mainly through Love Mike.
Mhm.
Was like when I first really started meeting, talented other artists through the area. Remy's mad cool.
Yeah.
What was cool lore is Christian was my vocal coach. We had
Really?
like, yeah, no, big ups to Christian Faria. Like, he like rewrote like how learning how to sing and like the classics, because I always played instruments
I gotta
growing
hit him
up. Dude,
I need help.
he's so good at it, man. And so Remy Riley had a class like right before my class, like every week. And
Mhm.
so like it was like school. I was like, "You're
Oh, wow.
cool. You're like, everyone loves you. Hi." And so I got to know her a little bit. I met her pops.
Yeah, he's cool as hell.
Cool
Yeah.
guy, intense guy, cool guy. He was at the Club Dada like artist showcase, and the Blue Line, like, they're super talented. I love y'all's production too. Like,
Yeah.
like all their videos are so fire.
Have you seen the one where Michael is on top of the train sign?
Yeah.
I was like, how the freak did you get up there, and how did you not get arrested?
Yeah, dude. Rock and roll,
Dude,
baby.
yeah, that's it, yeah.
Let's get it,
They're
dude.
awesome.
Yeah, and then Dev Wolf,
Yep.
that dude's crazy talented. Tons of like super talented like
Yeah, because I was gonna ask.
female
my
vocalists, like Carly Tate's really good, Jalen super
Carly
talented.
Tate, get over here
Yeah.
already.
Her
I've been
guitar
I've been
skill,
bugging her.
too,
I've been
like,
bugging her
what's
for the
going
longest
on?
time, and like
Yeah.
she's super busy.
Yeah.
But I'm
She's
still
a
bugging her.
weapon of a musician, dude.
There-
Absolute
she
weapon.
Did one, there was one video I saw of her doing. I think it's called Storm Warning.
I don't know the song
It's
name.
like
I just watch her play guitar, dude. Yeah, I'm obsessed with how she plays guitar and her vocals and the songwriting and all of it.
I saw that and I was like, whoa.
Yeah. And Josh, dude. Josh is so talented.
Josh is
Throwing
crazy.
Stones, like that shit's at like over 50K streams on Spotify, and he just knows and networks and knows everybody. Shout out Jana from Love Mike, being just the GOAT from day one. The Chocolate Secret days, the throwback days back at Chocolate Secrets.
No, the community she's built is amazing.
It's incredible, dude. She built that out of the mud, man. Out of the mud. Straight up.
And they're all self-supported. They all support each other, which is how we came up with this DFW covers. Austin did.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna ask if who would you like to collaborate with that you haven't collaborated with yet in the DFW music scene?
I want a female vocalist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Jalen's voice is really good. I can't remember like her last name. I know that's awful, but I think it'd be really cool to do something.
It's Flanagan.
In that, thank you.
I think so. Yeah.
In something in that regard, you know, kind of like a Dogs Can Talk song, like featuring, or like a different, working with like a keyboardist could be really cool. Somewhere in that regard. Or doing like a split LP with a band could be cool. People don't really do that anymore.
Yeah.
And that was dope back in the day. Like it would be like,
that'd be so cool.
That'd be cool, man. Yeah, like a couple Dallas bands, but our sound is just, it's not like super cookie cutter. So I'm trying to find like sounds that could be applicable with that. Oh, dude, hold on, rewind. Aeronalis is fire, dude. Fire. Yeah, we played a show with them at Three Links, and oh my god, dude. Yeah, they're a 4-piece. No, I think they're a 3-piece. And yeah, the vocalist reminds me of Chester Benningfield. Isn't that his last name? From Linkin Park, man.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm awful with names anyway.
Well, Chester.
I know
his first name is
Chester.
Chester. But yeah, from Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you want to talk about iconic? Yes. No,
Wow.
and then like their riffs were insane. So that is a band that I feel like we can like work with, and it would be good for the brand.
Oh yeah.
You know, those guys are awesome, man. So yeah. But yeah, so for like a, you know, bigger, beefier like band stuff, probably like them or
Nice.
you know, other people, but I think it would be really cool to release like an acoustic EP that showcases like the softer side of Dogs, and then that featuring like
That'd be sick.
a female vocalist on a song or two, or like a cellist, or like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like a really like pimped out acoustic, like semi-symphonic version of the song Merry Little Melt, that we could release that like as a single, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, hit us up, man. You know how DMs work.
Yeah,
if you want a link, we got a rehearsal space, dude.
There's their tag right there.
Yeah. Pew, 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 pew.
Is there any other song on Merry Melt that you're excited about besides?
I'm
the title
excited.
track?
Yeah, dude, I'm excited for y'all to hear the new remastered Burden of the Worm, because it's been on Spotify, but like the first mix of it was not our favorite in ways. Like it was the first thing we like put out into the universe. So the guy that masters our songs, we gave it to him to just kind of like play around with it a little bit.
Nice.
And it came out cool.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. So I'm really excited for that, because I feel like an album has like one of two, or EP, whatever you're gonna say, like has one of two directions to start with.
Mm.
You can either start like soft and atmospheric and like build it up like pretty intro, or you hit them with a sledgehammer in the first 4 seconds.
And then let him recover. Yeah.
Yes, and that's what Burden is.
Yeah.
It's you immediately just get punched in the face, and
Nice.
like by the time the song's over, you're like,
you got to take a breath.
what just happened, dude?
Yeah.
And Alice is great. I think it got slightly remastered. So, because the Ray Moore plug, shout out Ray Moore. He, you know, when you're mastering like a whatever record or like EP, you want them to kind of like meld into each other, right? Differently from a single. So, I'm excited for you to hear all of them, dude. Mainly Melt. Yeah.
All right.
I'm putting a lot of my eggs in that basket, because I think Merry Little Melt will be as impactful for a first time listen as it is today, as it could be like 20 years from now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
All
for
right.
real, man. Because I think, in bringing it back to the heavier topic of, the mental health, the bipolar, like, that's what this song is about, dude. It's like I went through a lot of really bad stuff so I could make y'all a really cool song.
Would it be a spoiler if I asked what the Merry Melt was?
Absolutely. No one is allowed to
Damn it,
know
all
what
right,
no
okay.
one is allowed to know what that means.
All right, so that means you're gonna have to be here
Yeah.
New Year's Day live at the Tiny Stage.
Yeah. If you've heard the song
Yeah.
live before, you'll know. But yeah, you're missing a really, really important puzzle piece, and you will only get it when you hear the song.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's probably a good place to wrap this up.
Yeah.
So yeah, live here New Year's Day at the Tiny Talk at the Tiny New Thing session.
Lineup still getting
Yep.
locked in.
If you're interested, hit me up. You know how DMs work too. At the _tiny_ stage.
Yeah. Or you can DM at dogs.can.talk.
Yep. You'll see it right there on your screen. Thank you so much, Travis,
Thank
for sitting down with
you.
us.
I'm
this was
honored.
so cool.
I know, man. I'm really grateful.
And thanks for
this
inspiring
experience.
what I hope is going to be a really cool annual kind of thing.
Yeah.
Um,
And that's the last little thing I want to say, dude, just to anyone still watching this. Like, I believe in you. You can overcome whatever it is you're dealing with. And if you don't even want to talk about it and you just want to come, like, be around people, come out, dude. Come to the New Year's Day. It'll be, like, the safest environment just to be yourself.
yeah. If you'd never been here before, the one common thing that everyone leaves with or that they say about this place, it's a vibe.
Yeah.
It's a special vibe here, and it is a safe place. There's no judging here.
No, man.
Like the owner says, Johnny Appleweed, negativity can't survive here.
Right.
Like it just doesn't survive. It just gets repelled.
Yeah.
It just happens.
Everyone's like, why are you being like that?
Yeah, it just
You know?
doesn't work, or we'll tell you to leave. You know what I mean? Because we have light warriors all over here that are watching out for this place.
Yeah.
So come out, have a good time.
Please
There's gonna
do.
be food.
And
It's gonna be
thank you
awesome.
again, and
Thank
you guys
you.
have a great day.
Thank
all that
you.
good stuff.
All right, we'll
All
see you
right.
for the next